You up your boots 4 or 5 years ago when you were down at Limerick. You were still in your 20s. At what point did you start thinking about a managerial career?
Long before that, really. Maybe as young as 21 or 22. When I came home, it was something that I really thought of very, very young. I never thought I'd manage a club like Shamrock Rovers as young as I have, but when an opportunity like that comes around, you can't turn it down. You've got to go and take it.
Exactly how time-consuming is this job? What's a typical day like for you?
Typical, me and Stephen are in the club for 7:30 and probably leave 8 or 9 o'clock that evening, you know.
When you do eventually get home, can you switch off from it all?
No. It's a big issue in my house with my wife and 3 young kids, you know. It's in my head it's 24/7. There's times you go to bed and you wake up a few hours later writing notes down, you know. So it's non-stop for me. It's something I need to maybe learn how to become better at managing that and switching off, or find something that switches me off. But right now, I'm engrossed in everything we do, and I think about every little detail of what we're doing. So it's very hard to switch off right now.
Rumour has it you have a very decent staff five-a-side team out there. The
five-a-side team is really, really good. In fact, the staff played against the players yesterday and won the competition. So there's a bit of upheaval in the dressing room over that. So no, look, I think it's important that the players see the staff and know that we've all played at a certain level and understand what we're speaking about. And in that way, it's very open between us and the players. We can go and talk to them about certain aspects of a game, and they can come and speak to us, and they know they'll get a bit of knowledge and honesty back. So I think that's important. What's
your managerial philosophy?
Me, look, I obviously my playing philosophy is I like to play with the ball. I like to play with high energy, and I like to play with the ball. Managing, I like to treat my players with respect, and hopefully in return they treat you with respect. You know, it's all about the players. At the end of the day, I can do or say what I want, and you have to have the players to go and carry out what you want. And thankfully this year, I think we're getting to grips with doing that.
2013, since Rovers last lifted a piece of senior silverware. How important is this game on Saturday in that regard?
It's massive for us as a club, as a group. We've spoken about winning something as early as possible as a group, because I really believe it kicks you on and makes you believe in what you're doing. So Saturday's a big game for us. We know what it means to us as a group and as a club. 2 informed teams in the league. I think we've won 7 on the bounce, and I think Dundalk are very similar, if not the same. So we know they're a top side with top players and a top manager in Stephen, but we don't fear them. We go and we give them a game.
And what about the man in the other dugout then, Stephen Kenny? Like yourself, he started his managerial career very young, and he really has set the standard in terms of Irish managers of late, I guess. Yeah, like Stephen has shown the door for us all, hasn't he? He's shown us the way it should be done. What he's achieved with this team is unbelievable, you know. What they've won the last few years and what they've done in Europe and how they've done it in terms of the style of football they play. We're heading into the final few weeks of the season. When it all is said and done and the season ends and maybe you give yourself a day off, what will have represented success for yourself and for Shamrock Rovers this season, do you think? I think if you had offered us where we are right now, fighting for 2 cup competitions with the top 2 teams in the country and obviously Limerick, and then fighting for 3rd in the league, I think if you ever offered us that in December or January, I would have taken your hand off, because I think that's realistic to where we were as a group at the start of the year. You know, so we need to go and try and win something. We're in 2 cup competitions. Let's go and try and win one of them. If we do that, I think it's a successful year for us. And finally, apart from a lack of sleep and apart from no real time to yourself, you're enjoying this? I love it. Yeah, it's been brilliant. For me, we're only getting started as a group. I feel we've been through a rocky patch at the start of the year where we were getting to know each other, but I feel now we fully understand what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve, and I feel we'll only get better as time goes. Stephen, thanks for talking to us. Thank you. Cheers.